Right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. It lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos, and it helps out the YouTube channel. And stay tuned on in because we got a lot to cover. We're going to talk about the S&P 500 index, the 10-year treasury yield, and about the ship that is stuck over in the canal, and we need to discuss why this is so important. So stay tuned. So here we are with the S&P 500 index, and in one of my previous videos we talked about some of these cyclical stocks that move with the economy, or some of these value plays, right? Because they actually move with the S&P and hold up the economy overall. And right now we are in oversold area based off the 30-minute chart frame. The MACD is showing signs of being able to run up even higher. So that's a possibility, but then also we are in the overbought section. So there could be a turnaround even though the MACD is showing strength. Now, we talked about the ship. I showed you guys the 10-year treasury, and I want us to look at this closely because right now we are in the midst of either being overvalued right now as an overall market, and we may need a pullback again, and then hopefully we can finally be in a W-shaped form. So you could see that there's been a few W's formed here. So we got one W formed here, another one, another one, another one, right? That's one W, but this is really weak. So a lot of people are saying, well, we could be on the way to one W that's being formed right here, and it's going to dip down maybe a little bit, which is all the other things I talked about in my video, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then it'll form in that direction. So when you actually zoom out and you look at this from the bigger perspective, our W is going to be a little bit weird. It's going to be like, this is how it started to form, came back up, fell back down. I'm not saying it's going to go exactly back down to these points. I just want you guys to have the perspective, right, of the W that could be forming, and then it fell back down, and then it's going to come back up, and that's going to be the bullish run for the rest of the year. Now, I've talked about in my other videos as well that some of your ticker symbols, you might be looking at your portfolio like, well, where's the recovery? Because we hit a bottom here of 3,600, 3,700 in the last several months, and then the stocks are going up. They fell back down to 3,800. This big run is happening, and I don't even see my stocks moving. Well, I told you guys in another video as well how things are changing, right? Anything that has to do with innovation or EV or anything like that, this is your opportunity to find the ones that you believe in that may have some momentum later this year, but their true momentum won't be seen for a year or up to 3 or 5 years. And these prices are going to be the best prices you'll see in these stocks. So that's why I keep saying the best prices now. I've done a full video about that as well. But I want you guys to be aware that, yeah, there might be hopefully a W form, but it might be a little bit different than we expect. I mean, this is definitely a W here, but I don't see it being the W that is going to determine when we hit the actual bottom from recovering from all this volatility. I think we have some room for volatility. It's said that April is one of the best months year over year. We're going to see about that. That's another thing that's kind of weird because we're in not oversold, but overbought areas here based off the indicators. The MACD is showing signs of room to run even more. Then we have the treasury yields, spiking up again. Then we have the ship stuck in the canal. This ship is going to be the one to determine if yields stay low or if they're going to spike up even faster than we expected. Now, keep in mind, will this ship be stuck there forever? Think about that for a second. It could be. Who knows? But I believe that at some point they can get out of it, right? That's how you need to think as an investor. Will this be temporary? So any pullback that we go through because of obviously yields going up, right? Inflation going up, then that has to do some type of correlation directly and indirectly to this stop here. This isn't the only ship that's stuck. Because of this one ship, there's other ships waiting for this ship to move so they can get through the canal as well. This is a place where 50 plus ships go through daily from a video that I saw, right? So this ship is holding up the movement, right, of everything that has to do with dry bulk and carriers. So this ship right now could be an influence on a pullback, okay? Now, how bad could that pullback be? It could fall anywhere between 3,800 to 3,700, and the ugly is 3,500. I've said that in a previous video as well. But something I found interesting here is the 10-year treasury yield. So in the 1 month, we hit a spike here in the middle of March, and towards the end of March, we hit a bottom here of 1.63, 1.61. And when you put the 5-day, we recently touched those lows here on Thursday, right? Thursday was a beautiful day for the market. That was the 25th, right here. It looked like things were getting better, and all of a sudden, in just one day, we run back up to 1.66, 1.65. We fall back down, and now we're spiking up to 1.67. I've talked about we could see this touching 1.7, 1.8, worst case scenario 2.1, 2.0, okay? We haven't even touched that. Now, it was kind of nice to see this touch the 1.7 mark and pull back, and it might have seemed like the top, but I think that we may even retest it or get real close to it. And this spike here, it is not reflecting yet in the market, okay? It's not at all. The market's ignoring it. Now, I have told you guys for the first time we have seen a detachment from obviously the S&P 500, growth stocks and innovative stocks, and also genomic stocks that run up with it once it recovers, and even penny stocks. We've seen that type of detachment. We also were seeing a detachment from the treasury yields for the first time, and we talked about that in one of the previous videos, that the treasury yields were going down and the stock market was going down with it, okay? And now what's interesting is it's running up as these yields are actually going up, right? Because when you look at the S&P right here, this is the 25th, and it started to go downwards as this was hitting newer lows. I mean, this has been hitting newer lows all the way till the 25th, and now it's spiked up. If this continues to spike up and it hits 1.7 and we don't see it reflect any pullback in the S&P, there is a detachment. But if this hits a newer high, 1.8, 1.9, numbers we have not seen, it could trigger, right? Or shock the market with a pullback. Now, I want you guys to be aware that that could have some type correlation with this ship. So if this ship is still stuck, they're hoping, right? The CEO of this company, Evergreen, said, I'm hoping that by the end of the weekend, well, today's Sunday, the end of the weekend, this could be moved. That's what they're hoping for. If that could happen, things could kind of start to settle in, and we can kind of have like a slight pullback or a consolidation period, or even continue to run up with the S&P 500. But if this takes till Tuesday, Wednesday, or the rest of the week, and we got to wait for a high tide, and they got to keep digging and working on it, that's going to have some impact on the market. Believe it or not. Even if you don't want to believe it, it's going to have some type of pullback. So what I want you guys to be aware of is pullbacks is sale day, right? Things are on sale as long as it's a temporary pullback. So that could be one of the temporary pullbacks. The second thing that we've seen to be proven to be a temporary pullback, which is in this period here, is the fact that treasury yields pull down the market temporarily. Once things cool off or detaches, things go back on its way, okay? I want you guys to be aware of that as well. And then also inflation year over year is coming out probably in April. There's going to be another Federal Reserve meeting. So I want you guys to be aware of that as well. You know how these Federal Reserve meetings have been in March, and they've triggered these pullbacks as well. But we need to watch this carefully. Opportunities are coming on their way, and I would really look for strong stocks. Don't go for the penny stocks. I know that you want to go ahead, high risk, high reward. If you believe in it, go for it. If there's catalysts coming and you believe in it, go for it, okay? This is not financial advice. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold any positions on any stocks, but I am here to enlighten you guys, and I am here to tell you guys, if you have that conviction, I'm not taking it away from you guys, but something I do want you guys to focus on is on this pullback, look for strong stocks because they're going to be on sale, and when they run up, it's not like you're going to be rich overnight, but you will get some gains. If your watch list or if your portfolio is red, some type of green wouldn't hurt in these times. So what you need to focus on is trying to make some profit, okay? Whether it's a 10% gain, 20% gain, 30%, 50%, or even 100% gain. That's cool. But focus on being profitable. That's always what I've always said. Maximize profits, minimize losses. That's the goal here and the point of my channel and for us in the community here, Invest for Tomorrow. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share it with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. If you want to know what ticker symbols I am adding to my watch list weekly and throughout the week, if anything presents itself to be an opportunity, you can join me over at the Patreon. The link will be down below, and we're building a community over there. I'm really excited, and we're looking for winners. No hype, just focusing, no speculation on opportunities like a hawk to strike and receive the best prices on these stocks. So if you want to know more about that, you can join us over at the Patreon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.